Hello everyone, hope you're all doing well. I'll just take you through some of the headlines that we had last few days. A middle-aged woman was dragged out of an auto and molested. A man was arrested for raping a 7-year-old girl. 2 men were brutally murdered in the custody in South Tamil Nadu. An elderly lady was killed for jewels when she was alone at home. When you hear this news, what goes in your mind? What do you think these people are? What kind of the people are they? Can you call them wicked, sinful, godless people? We are all shocked to hear that the things they were able to do for the sake of lust and money and so on, isn't it? So let's pause here and shift our focus to ourselves. Who are we? What do you call ourselves? Can we call them good, righteous people? Very often we compare ourselves to another neighbor or a colleague and think, I'm not as bad as the other person. I'm probably a good person. But have you thought of sin or good in terms of God's standard? For example, when Jesus talked about adultery, he says in Bible like this, I tell you the truth, anyone who looks at a woman lustfully has already committed adultery with her in his heart. When he talked about calling someone as fool, he says we are deserved to be punished in hell if you call someone fool. What does it tell us? It simply means that we are as bad as the other person or other people that you just heard from the news. We are wicked and sinful people. Because God's standards are so much higher than our standards. It's not the very act of sin makes a sinner, but just a desire, thought itself makes us sinners. We can never be 100% holy or good in front of God. So, but what is the reason for this? How do we become sinners? Who teaches a 2-year-old girl or a boy to tell a lie to their parents? The reason is that we are all sinful people right from our birth. Bible says like this, I was sinful at birth, sinful from the time my mother conceived me. When Adam and Eve was created in this earth and they were all placed in Garden of Eden, it was a happy place. God created so many good things for them. Beautiful garden with animals, fruits and vegetables to enjoy. But he told them one thing. Do not eat the fruit from the tree of knowledge. And it was forbidden to them. But Eve went and ate, and she also gave to Adam. That's where sin came to the world. This disobedience came to the world. And God was very angry with them. And he chased them out of Garden of Eden, and that's when the curse also entered the world. The evil entered the world. And the world is no more happy place because all of us are equally sinners. Because of that evil and sin, not only the curse entered the world, but also the death also entered the world. We read in Bible like this, therefore, just as sin entered the world through one man, and one death through sin, in this way, death came to all men because all sin. As I said earlier, by default, our thoughts and desires and deeds are sinful. So what is the consequence of sin? Bible clearly says that wages of sin is death. We are all going to die one day, isn't it? Nobody can escape death. Physically, we are all going to die one day. And when we die, we are going to receive the wages for our sins. That is the eternal punishment. That is the eternal death, being condemned into hell. And we are all deserved to be condemned in hell. So we receive physical death. We deserve the eternal death. Not just that. Right now in this world, we are spiritually dead people. We cannot see God. We cannot choose God. We cannot come closer to God. We can never be holy like God. We do not have the potential in us. And we not only deserve death, but also we are separated from God. We lost fellowship from God. Adam and Eve, when they were in Garden of Eden, they enjoyed a very, very close relationship with God. God used to come and have a communion with them every day evening. God was so close to them. But when sin came into the world, when sin entered the world, we are separated from God. And God is here and we are here. And there is a big gap in between both of us. We are no more children, or we are no more people of God. Rather, we are enemies of God. We are enemies of God. So you must be wondering, oh, we are doomed. We have lost hope. But it's not so. The God who punishes sin, the God who is just and expects us to be holy, the holy God, it's also merciful God and loving God. And He has made a provision for us 2000 years ago by sending His only Son to redeem us from this consequence of sin, to give us the eternal hope. So do you want to know more about that eternal hope? How you can actually become a holy person, how you can actually become a good person in front of God? There is only one solution, and that will give you the hope that nobody can give in this world. So stay tuned. I'll talk to you about that in the next episode. Bye-bye.